Women to Women Conversation with Tinsile Mhlongo on Women to Women Conversation. Njengoba sathi ukuthi inyanga yayo i-Heritage Month lapho sisitawube sigidza sibungata kakhulu ubuve bethu. Mama, sawubona njani?
Sawubona, ngiphilile, wena unjani?
Ngiyaphila mama. Thank you so much, Dr. Mabelane, for coming in through today. Can you please kindly tell us ukuthi ungubani futhi ubuyaphi and sitshele nje kancane ngawe.
Nake Maseke Makhoshi Pontsho Mabelane. Ke belegetswe Limpopo. Though I spent most of my life in the Mpumalanga province, starting when it was still called Eastern Transvaal. I came to the province as a maths and science teacher, and I went ahead to be a deputy principal and principal of the school we founded in Kwakuta Extension 2,
Wow.
Moruti Makuse Primary School. From then, I rose up the ladder in the public service, where I served as a seconded official in Mpumalanga Department of Education and became the gender focal point.
Wow.
Where I met my love, women empowerment and advancement. Because when I was a gender focal point, I was entrusted with a program where we were grooming women to become women leaders.
Wow.
Most of them were teachers by then, but they ended up being school principals, school inspectors. They also became different levels in the education department then. And I was fortunate to be appointed as a director,
Wow.
culture and language development, where I served our people with programs in language development. We were developing 4 languages in Mpumalanga because we were responsible for the 4 languages. And we were able to do a lot of women programs where we were looking at their projects and promoting them. From then, I then went and became chief director responsible for cultural affairs.
Wow.
There, I was taking care of libraries, heritage sites and monuments. I was taking care of languages. I was taking care of the arts in all the genres. Subsequently, I became the general manager for sport and recreation.
All right.
And in that, I then took care of sport and recreation at school, in the community, taking care of federations. Now, I thought it is time to go to the support function because I was running around, and I came to corporate services.
Wow.
Where we deal with the corporate image of our organizations and we deal with people development,
Wow.
something that is closest to my heart.
Wow. Mama, ube busy empilweni yakho yonke, like it's more than 36 years in public services. Tell me, njengoba ungumama, so the things that you've done, the challenges that you came across since you are in a leading position, uhlangabetene nani this leadership positions that you were taking leadership on? Ubukane nani?
Kuning.
Yeah.
One, being a woman,
Yeah.
it's a challenge. Some people expect that when you are a leader, you must act like men do.
Okay.
They forget that we have our different talents
Okay.
and our ways of doing things. Men must continue to be leaders, but women also must continue to be leaders and bring their femininity into leadership. Now, the one thing that you will get is some women will not support you because they are wondering, what do you want up there? You must come down here and be with us. So as women leaders, we are facing some lack of support from the
Fellow
very
women.
that we are working with. Some challenges you face is even your women leaders as a woman might choose not to support you. That's a challenge you will face. The challenge you'll face is sometimes it's like you have to choose between your marriage, if you are married, and your career. Some women come to a point where they decide to leave their marriages because they can't have both. I don't think that is a choice for women. Women must be supported to be able to take both their marriages and their careers forward. Now, the challenges that you get is you don't have support in the workplace. If you are a woman with children, some workplaces and maybe many workplaces don't even have child care facilities. That is an issue for a woman who is working. Once the child gets out of the school, you have a problem. The other problem you will have is even in meetings. You might be ridiculed because women issues and gender issues are very subtle. Now, when you get in the boardroom, you might be discouraged if you're not a strong personality.
Okay.
That is why I actually choose to dress for power.
Okay.
I don't go to my meetings dressed differently than I look today.
Okay.
And my main reason is I'm reminding them that there is a woman leader and maybe a woman leader with brains.
Okay.
So they don't brush through me. I prepare thoroughly for my meetings so that I'm able to make a contribution. I can't get in a meeting, sit and go out as if I was a spectator. Even spectators do cheer.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow. Mama, ukhuluma into letibalekile letimqoka kuthi sibe disciplined, and whenever you want to do something utimisele kuko and empower yourself first before you go out. We will empower labanye bantu as a woman. So thank you for taking us through the challenges. It's something that we see that's happening and into le khona le ndekako, but how do you maneuver through all these challenges? Because some give up, some bagcine bademotiwe due to this, what you're talking about. Labanye bagcine vele career yabo iphela due to these challenges. How did you maneuver till this far?
One thing is I show up.
Okay.
It is important to show up. Make a statement. You should not put yourself under the carpet. I don't say be all over the place, but be there. Let your presence be felt. I also am committed to what I do. I commit myself for longer periods. It says you must plant, you must cultivate, and you must harvest. That doesn't happen within a day. I mean, I'm 36 years in the public service. It would have been wrong that I'm still a teacher today. It might have meant there are things that skipped me. But I knew, well, my teachers believed in me, and they told me that I was going to be something, and I believed them. And everything I was doing, I wanted to make sure that my teachers become proud of me because they believed I would be something. So in the process, I made sure that I get committed to everything. I have a positive outlook to life. I love life. I believe every day is a present for me to make a difference. It is giving me an opportunity to love and give life as a present to other people. I don't do things for myself. I do things so that other people will benefit. I also know that women in leadership issues, you have to pay a price.
Okay.
You have to know the price, and you must be prepared to pay the price. I'm not saying the price of getting into bed with somebody. That is not the price. The price is make sure that you deliver on what a
It's
leader
given.
is expected
Yes.
to deliver.
Ah.
You cannot present mediocre job
Mm.
and say, because I'm a woman, I must just be a leader. No. Do your part.
Wow.
Do it the best way it can be done and the best way you can do it. So go all out.
Wow.
Most importantly, have integrity.
Yes.
Without integrity, all your good work will just
Go
fade
to in
away.
vain.
Have integrity.
Wow. Mama, you're full of wisdom.
Thank
You're full of
you.
wisdom. Everything that you say makes a lot of sense, and I believe ukuthi sidawakheka ngaleti dolo lositshela tona. Mama, I see that you've worked in the public service for isikhathi leside, and ngiyabona you've obtained a PhD. I am wondering, when did you have that time to go through ukuthi uye esikolweni uqhubeke ngekufunda? Today we're calling you Dr. Mabelane with a reason, because I can see that you uyile kofunda. What pushed you to that?
I wanted to always speak from expert power. The number of jobs that I was doing, I always wanted to be sure that I have some knowledge about what I'm doing. So my CV in terms of education is much long.
Yo.
I was a maths and science and teacher because I did BSc in mathematics and psychology. When I became an HOD, then I did educational management up until master's level.
Mama, where did you get this time to do all these things? Because sibancane thina, but your book is just too much. Maybe I'm having 2 or 3 qualifications. Like, if you're saying your CV is that long, where did you get all this time to sit down, having a family, having a lot of things to do? How did you do it?
We all have 24 hours. So I do my work between 3 and 5 in the morning.
Okay.
You must be prepared to pay the price. So you wake up 3 o'clock, it's quiet, you do your work. 5 o'clock, you then go and exercise so that you prepare for work.
Hello, Mama.
Now that is where the time is. Sacrifice. Some people are afternoon persons, others are morning persons. So if you are morning persons, get some time in the morning. If you are an afternoon person, get some time in the evening. It's doable. All of us have 24 hours.
So you have to understand how you are and how your schedule is, and work on your time management, and fit and push yourself towards whatever you want to achieve. So everything is possible now if you put yourself into it. Wow, Mama, like I'm so much encouraged as well. Ukuthi nami ngagcini khona la, nami ngiqhubekele towards my goals. Ngiye kofunda, because these days a lot of we're given the opportunity to go to school. Akusafani nakudala nini nifunza ematima, tinto tingekho mnandi. So for us, the younger generation, we have to go to school. It's a have to, it's a must, because we have to adapt to what's happening now. Everything is so fast. Mama, South Africa ibuka gender-based violence. It's so painful what has been happening. Statistics is setulu kakhulu. What's your take on this whole thing that has been happening?
There's a lot happening in our families. If we can go back to basics, teach morals in our families. I know that parents can't be there because they have to go and work. But when they are there, what is it that we are teaching our children? It starts there. When we deal with it at the level that it is happening, then something is very wrong. It starts with our morals in our families, where parents must be teaching something. But what aggravates it now is that some of our women do not have the right skills. Some of our women have children at a young age and they are not employable. That forces them to find themselves staying with the fathers of the children, not even having paid lobola, just fat and sad, with their reasons, of course. But the minute you do a fat and sad, that's when you give away your power. Because the person you are staying with in a fat and sad thinks that is owning you and akakakukhipheli nesent. Now, some men believe that even when they have married you, it's like they have bought you, given how much lobola is today. But I think if more women can be educated to be employable, so that they are not dependent, then they will be able to participate as independent people in relationships, and they will have a say. As long as our women are not educated, are not employed, they will forever subject themselves to men, and that is the formula for disaster.
Wow.
Also, I also feel as women, we have a role to play. We raise both girls and boys.
Yes.
How does it happen that at the end the boys turn out to be something else? We must go back to that point and find what is going wrong. We have a role to play. Let's grow them so that they will be better people tomorrow. Both sexes, not one sex only.
Yeah. Mama, okhuluma into levakalako, into lemqoka, into lefuneka siyithathe ukuthi let's go back to the drawing board. How is everything started? I-foundation yako konke lokwendaka empilweni yakho ngiyo lebalulekile kakhulu kuze ukuthi ukhiqide le nto loyifisa ukuthi ikhiqideke. Mama, it's Heritage Month. What's your take njengoba siphila nje so sitive letihlukile sikhuluma ulwimi lehlukile buka i-generation yamanje ayisanalo lwati kakhulu ngekuthi babuyaphi imvelaphi yabo abayati kahle. What can you tell and motivate us emakhaya ukuthi just womake into singadena ukuthi that feel ukuthi i-Heritage Month ibuye sivuseleleke futhi?
Namhla ngikhuluma isiSwati esingaphilanga kahle ngoba angisomswati.
Okay.
Kakhulu ngikhuluma isiNgisi ngoba I can express myself better. Kodwa he nkabe ke bolela serageshu ne ke tla bolela go feta ka mokgwa ke bolelang. By that ngisho ukuthi masifundeni ukukhuluma amalimi wethu, sikhulumise abantwana bethu amalimi wethu noma bafunda kule ikolo dala besizibiza former model schools. Ngokuba ku ama languages wethu kuna a lot of instruction.
Okay.
You are able to understand yourself because you are learning that out of your language. For instance, rena re makhalana mahubedi mankontla maja khomo le mogopo. That makes us understand where we come from and where we are supposed to go and what are our roots. But masingakhulumisa abantwana bethu ama languages. I-culture bayoyithatha as barbaric, like we were taught our cultures are barbaric. Masigcoke ngendlela yethu ye-culture.
Yes.
Akekho oyosibopha. Masikhulume amalimi wethu.
Even the food.
Masiziqhenye ngawo. Masidle lokudla kwethu. And okuhle ukuthi ukudla kwethu ku-nutritious.
Yeah.
Manje why sigijimela ama-pizza, ama-chips, yiwo la asenza ukuthi sigule. Masibuyeleni emasisweni basho njalo.
Yeah.
Siyenze lokho besikwenza kudala namanje kusabalulekile kusendeka.
Yeah, it's still possible. Still doable.
It's doable. For the sake of our lives and our health, let's go back.
Mama uyayisho indzaba asibuyeleni emasisweni usho njalo asibuyeleni imvelaphi yethu start uthi ungubani ube natural ungafaki iwave kakhulu this month ube nguwe nje sikubone ngetinwele takho uticapha utichenye ngebuve bakho. Mama, in short, what can you say to all the women out there labasibukele namuhla njengoba sesivala usho ukuthi words of encouragement, how can they do it? How is it possible? They look up to you. You can speak to them.
Bomake, qala kancane lapha ukhona. Kuhle ukuthi uyenze lokho okuncane ongakwenza, uthi uthola uncedo ulithole kube sewuqale something. In my language re khoma go tsoshwa e tsoshago. Qala uzobonakala ukuthi kukhona ukwenzayo, uncedakale. Thembela enkosini, umake ongathandazi akayi indawo. Kuzoendeka lokho okufisayo. Kufise ngenhliziyo yakho yonke, kucabange ngaso sonke isikhathi, kuzoendeka. Hlala unomoya omuhle, uhloniphe, uyenze ngezindlela zonke ukuthi laba abaseduze nawo bayajabula mababona wena. Umusa wenkosi uzoba nawo ngaso sonke isikhathi. Kuyenzeka.
Oh, wazashumayela umama. Hayi madoda ngiyeva la studio sekuyashisa. Ngihleli nomfundisi la. Thank you so much, Doc. Thank you so much, Doc. You're full of wisdom and ungakhathali. Whenever we call you, just come and usibeketelele usithande sibantwana bakho. There's so much invested in you that we have to take and sifunze. This was just a brief. So we're gonna get another time. Thank you so much, Mama. May God bless you. Ngibonge kakhulu emakhaya. Please subscribe, tune in, nisilandzele. May God bless you. Amen.
Amen.